Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mind of a Minority. I am Charles. Thank you for joining me. Today is going to be a Blitz episode about 5G. In the last episode, I told you that you probably didn't know what it was really capable of. And so this time, I would like to go over that as fast as I can, as clearly as I can, because who wants to watch a 20-minute video? Let's dive into this. So, first off, in a 4G world, we use a cell phone to connect to the network, right? Right. Well, in a 5G world, the omnipresent network actually connects to us. What do I mean by that? Well, let me start off by asking you a question. How many of you have been in a concert, a sporting event, or a large gathering where you can't seem to get a signal because there's just too many people? Well, you're not alone there. Most of us have. And this is because the network cannot single out which device is supposed to be receiving or transmitting a signal at a given time. And so, therefore, you're not able to communicate whatever transmission you're trying to send. I mean, it just happens. So let me ask you this question now. How many devices do you think that a 4G network can actually handle per square mile? Well, the answer is 10,000. That's no small number though, right? 10,000 devices, that's a lot of devices. But how many devices do you think a 5G network can handle per square mile? 100,000? 500,000? A million? No, not even close. Try 3 million devices. And so what does that mean? Well, it means that when you're downtown and you're seeing the street light and the traffic camera and the security camera outside of every building, the bike that you would rent, the Segway or scooter that you would rent, every car, every truck, every bus, every pair of headphones, every DSLR camera, every wristwatch, every item that has a microphone embedded in it is connected to the network. And it's sharing data with all of the other devices in real time. According to the latest mobility report, by the end of 2022, as many as 29 billion devices will be connected to the network. Now, with voice recognition and facial recognition software, you can leave your phone at home, but you still aren't getting any privacy. Because, as I said, in a 5G network, or in a 5G world rather, the network is going to use all of these devices to connect to you. Now, what you're not being told about 5G and its capabilities, as far as what it can do, is its ability to 3D map any environment in which it's deployed. And the more antennae, the better the 3D imaging will be. So, what does that mean? Inside of your home, if you have a computer, an iPad, 2 or 3 cell phones, a smartwatch, and any other devices connected to the 5G internet, you've got multiple antennae that are working. And basically, the radar that it's using is a phased array radar where the signals actually communicate with one another, and where there's interference, they're actually able to map out an area, the geospatial mapping of an area. Well, are they going to get your floor plan? Much more than that. They're going to know your furniture layout, the number of occupants in the house. They're going to know where each occupant is in the room and exactly what they're doing at any given time. That's if you're sitting in the den watching TV with your family, if you are giving your child a bath, or if you are behind closed doors with your significant other and you're sharing an intimate moment. And don't forget, you've got 2 cell phones in that room, and they're both picking up the audio feed. It's a scary world to think about, right? Well, let me segue out of that to just mention that the telco company Ericsson, they said that sensors tied to the Internet of Things are going to be able to monitor everything from the quality of air to the usage of utilities such as water and electricity to monitor traffic patterns and even enable autonomous parking in smart vehicles in certain areas. Well, in the past, China has demonstrated its ability to find one person out of its 1.4 billion population in just 7 minutes or so. You can find this on any documentary on Netflix or National Geographic. Now, with the use of a Skynet system, they're actually able to find any Chinese person amongst 16 cities using an array of 200 million cameras. Can identify any one person in 1 second. Now, if the network were large enough to encompass the entire world, they could find any one person out of 8 billion people in mere 2 seconds. Now, to do this type of surveillance and monitoring would require seemingly impossible rates of sifting through data. Enter artificial intelligence. I want you to think about something. 186,282 miles. Why? Well, I'll tell you why. 186,282 miles. That's a long distance. It's hard to even understand that distance. Well, let me put it into perspective for you. The Earth is 24,900 miles in circumference, meaning that you would have to travel around the Earth 7.5 times in order to cover the same distance that it takes light 1 second to cover. Now, look, these are speeds we cannot comprehend as humans. We just don't have the faculties to, right? If I say raise your right hand shoots up instantaneously. You can't tell how much lag there is between the thought and your hand actually going up. But thankfully, we have devices that can measure it. And what we've found out, what we've learned, is that the brain fires signals from neuron to neuron at a rate of about 390 feet per second. Yeah, that's fast. But it's nowhere near as fast as the computational ability of artificial intelligence at 186,282 miles per second. That means that AI can compute 2.5 million times faster than the human brain. Crazy. But the rate at which 5G can transmit data and artificial intelligence can interpret that data, it's clear that what is being built is the infrastructure of a godlike, omnipresent system that everything you say and do will be collected by the network, and artificial intelligence will be aware of it. I want to create a video that shows you exactly what it might be like to live in a world that's so highly interconnected on a 5G network. And so I'll be working on that for you. And I also want to make a video that chronologues the rise of artificial intelligence over the last few years so that you can understand exactly where we are and how long it's taken for us to get there. But I want to say 5G is going to usher in the Orwellian nightmare of 1984, more so than most people either are willing to admit or are willing to acknowledge. And I just hope that, we're able to find a way to deal with this for the sake of future humanity. Now, please share your thoughts and let me know what you'd like a deeper analysis on in the comments below. And as always, I really do. I love you all. I wish you the very best, and I'll see you soon. Peace.